Hey guys, it's the Jimmy fan here on Jimmy Master Animatronics.
Along with D.D. Richard Wadigan.
And what we have here is a fully restored, except for the lights and the misting, but that's a whole separate project. Cauldron Witch. Now this is the Lowe's 2008 model, and Donovan actually reviewed this exact one recently. Now we had a few concerns about it, one being the fact that it will not work with the eyes and the cauldron plugged up for more than 2 to 3 phrases before shutting off. Now what was funny is about maybe over a year ago, 8 months to a year ago, he ordered a box off of eBay that had all the components, or an entire second witch board from 2009 to 2010, which unfortunately didn't have the features that this one used to have, which is the auxiliary mode and mic mode, which is really nothing because we don't use it on that program anyways. But everything else was completely original. So he ordered that, sat in his room for about almost a year, and then he decided to bring it over to my place today because, you know, it's the end of spring break, or just about the end, and he thought that it would be fun to fix it up again. So what I did is I went inside the base, took the old board out. As a matter of fact, it's right over here. Let me show you the old board that went to this witch. Here's the old board. This is the amplifier, auxiliary, and mic mode. There's the antenna. That's what that separate board is. Just in case if any of you guys were curious. This is a speaker to another life size. There's the board itself. It's just got and the board that was put in there is exactly the same, just less components and less features. Same movements though. And what I'm going to do is that since Donovan has another witch that has a completely different board issue. Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to go back into this board and see what I can do about replacing the type of components necessary for her to work on a regular basis without cutting out or possibly giving the indication of frying. Well, this one, on the other hand, has a brand new board, well, a lot newer board in her. And not only did I do that, I went into her mechanics, serviced all that so she does not squeak repetitively anymore. And her head tilting mechanism now has a new gear in there, and it has a couple new parts in there, so it's sturdy and ready to go for many more years to come. But since Donovan already reviewed this and the features that it has, I'll just go ahead and play it. So without further ado, I'll show it to you. And excuse the mess over here, we're just working on a lot of stuff.
Double, cauldron bubble. Come in here and you're in trouble.
It's funny because the head I actually fixed almost a year ago now. I think it's been just about a year since I went in there and fixed all the mechanics in the head. So that still is holding up just fine. Play it one last time. So that pretty much concludes this review. If you'd like to give your input in this, go right ahead.
I mean, this is just another one of those great projects by the Jimmy fan. I'm honestly really impressed. I mean, and the pitch is also higher on this one because this came from the Green Sock Cauldron Witch model from 2009. And I paid like $30 shipped for the board. And it's incredible how well everything works. In fact, even the eye mechanism, if you want to talk about what you did there because it's different.
Yeah, the mechanism I did for this one, since this one's mechanism wasn't necessarily all together like the rest, because when Donovan got it, I don't think it had as many parts or something like that. I don't remember really the backstory behind it, but it didn't have the full eye mechanism with it. So what I ended up doing is I ended up making a custom mechanism myself, and the performance is just as good as an original one would be, and hopefully that'll last for years to come. But
yeah, it's just really impressive how well it works. You know?
yeah, it's good to have one. And this, like I said earlier, this is the one that squeaked like high heavens. And put in some of this, what do you call it? I use this for just about everything, and it's very reliable. Fix It Right, Blaster, Garage Door, Spray Lubricant.
This is not a sponsorship, by the way.
It is not. By the way, your local Hayes Hardware. Anyways, it's really good stuff. It doesn't smell as bad as like WD-40 and stuff like that goes. It's like a mix of 3-in-1 oil with standard WD-40. It's a really good mix, and it works great. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy your new and improved witch, Donovan, and
Thanks.
you're welcome. Usually I'd be saying that in videos and just leaving it off there, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.